What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So, we finally started the YouTube series Noob to Millionaire, a program that's listed on the VIP Discord where I take 4 people at a time and I farm with them from 0 gold to 1 million gold. And as we develop this this program on YouTube, we're going to go up to 5 million, maybe 10 million gold, and I'm going to try to fine tune to make this series as good and as informative as possible. Now, if you guys want to join the VIP Discord, it's pretty much like a Patreon, but everything happens on the Discord where you get to watch all my YouTube videos before they go live or public on YouTube. There's exclusive gold making tips, spreadsheets, investments, and much more. And one of the perks with the gold tier is that you can participate in this program. So I already made video 1 of episode 1 of this series, and this is episode 2. So basically, what we'll go through in these recap videos is what we have farmed, where we farmed it, and we also take a look at how much gold did the people joining me make and how much gold do they have on the auction house, and we see how fast we can get these guys to 1 million gold. So basically, everyone that joins in keeps me updated on Discord, where they will send me screenshots like this of their total auction house value, like how much they've been selling for, if they sell something cool like you have with this right here, the parrot that one of the participants, Tenetic, sold for 87,000 gold. So they just send me like these mailbox cleanouts, their total amount of gold, their total amount of auction house value, and so on. Now, in this episode or this session of gold farms, we started off by doing golden pearls again, because this was before patch 10.15 released, when golden pearls still had a good value, and you can also get a pretty decent transmog items from this farm. But when you're trying to go for only 1 million gold, it's kind of pointless to focus on something like transmog that's going to take weeks, months, sometimes years to sell. So we try to focus mainly on stuff that we know that we can move quickly. So farm number 1 was golden pearls, and then we moved over to another farm that we also did in like the first episode, which, I mean, everyone is doing this farm because it's good, right? We did this one right here, which is Dark Runes and Essence of Undeath on Corin's Crossing in EPL. Really strong farm, sells fast, and there's also a couple of like epic items that tends to sell, like both Searing Arrow, Staff of Jordan, like you name it, bunch of epic weapons that's good enough to post on the auction house. After that, we moved over to STV, farming the wild wines, which is another material still used before 10.15 for various transmog crafts, but in patch 10.15 it's also used for new recipes. And the good thing about this farm is that it takes place in STV, and STV can drop you stuff like the First Mate hat, and you can also get 2 different battle pets from this farm. So we did wild wines for another hour, and then once we did that, since we're already close by, we also did another material that was really popular before patch 10.15, and that being the Fellclaw farm. Now, if you do this in a group with speed set druids, you can get as much as 300 Fellclaw. Now, keep in mind, we did this before the patch came out. The patch, when it came out, these Fellclaws absolutely got destroyed in value. They went from over 200 gold each down to like 40, 50 gold each. But at the time, it was a very, very strong farm. So if we take a look at the Excel spreadsheet right here, we can see everything we need to know. We did 4 hours of farming. It also says 6 hours on Demon, because Demon Warden, he couldn't join us this Saturday when we did session number 3. So he just went in 6 hours of solo farming on his own to not fall too far behind. So he did 6 hours of Uldaman. But the rest of us, like Tenetic, he went from 919k auction house value to like right above 1 million. And he went from selling stuff for 105,000 gold to 389. I mean, he was the guy who sold the parrot alone for almost 100,000 gold. Canel, He's slacking. He has like roughly the same auction house value, but he sold a lot of the materials that we sold. So he went from 84.6 to 197,000 gold. Vimy went from a market like auction house value of 894 to 1,028,000, but he also did go from 79,000 gold to 225,000 gold. While Demon, his auction house value, he plays in the full pop realm, so he has a way lower auction house value than everyone else, from 143k to 225. But he did, however, go from 120,000 gold to 438,000 gold. So he's currently in the lead. However, he did do 6 hours of farming more than the rest of us. So when the next cleanout happens, I already know that some of these guys are going to be above him because he did it solo while we did it in a group. So super excited to make a video on episode 3 to see how it develops. But we've done a total, like all of us did a total of 10 hours of farming right now. And some of these numbers aren't bad, like Tenetic with an average then of 38.9k gold, like almost 40,000 gold an hour, while still having 1,000,000 gold of auction house value up on the auction house. So it's not bad. Some of these guys are still waiting on selling like some of their bigger ticket items that we've farmed. So yeah, it's going to be super interesting, especially since episode 3 was recorded after patch 10.15. However, though, I could have just sent everyone into Nax Ramos and farmed the Scrap and the Frozen Runes on their entire alt armies, and they would have made a shit ton of gold, right? I also could have told them to go and do certain solo farms that's really good for patch 10.15, but the plan is to do this like together in a group, and all of these guys would have been at above 1,000,000 gold if they just went into Nax Ramos, right, when it released and prices are sky high. I mean, even as I'm recording this video, you can still make as high as 70,000 gold just running Nax on the 3 alts in an hour, looting the scraps and the frozen runes, and then you also can sell the patterns that you get from the Scourge Stones. But that wouldn't be the same. I know it would be a very like a heat of the moment kind of thing. So we're just going to keep on going with the tactic that we've currently been following. And these guys should reach 1,000,000 gold first. And I'm super excited to go, instead of going for only 1,000,000, going for 5 or 10 million, because that changes everything. Like, we wouldn't do most of these farms if the goal was 5 or 10 million gold, right? We would just focus on super high market value per hour that would eventually sell. You just got to get a big enough auction house. So super excited about that. And if you guys like these updates, please let me know. If there's anything you think we can do differently on these, also let me know, because we're super early on in this program. And I want to try to take this program as far as I can, like develop it into like also doing it with people from NA, doing more sessions, maybe longer sessions, maybe doing like market specific sections, invite 4 people and go from 0 gold to 1,000,000 gold with only battle pets or only transmog, right? So stuff like that. But we wanted to do it with stuff that mainly goes on the regional auction house, just so people can say, yeah, that stuff is not possible in my realm because my realm sucks, because that is the #1 excuse. Now, all of us in this, like on this list, are playing on different realms, right? So, but we wanted to like pretty much get rid of that excuse so people can't use that excuse that like it won't sell on their realm. So that's why we're focusing on stuff that goes in the regional auction house, right? But if you have people playing on 5 different realms and you do something like Battle Pet or Transmog or whatever, and everyone managed to make gold, it's time for people to look themselves in the mirror, like maybe it's not their realm, maybe it's them doing something wrong. With that being said, though, that's pretty much it for today's video. Make sure to check out the VIP Discord with the link in the description, and I will see all of you guys back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.